let's be honest. The fitness world, it can be a little overwhelming.
Oh, absolutely.
So much information out there, so many different opinions.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere you turn, it's like the miracle workout, the secret hack.
Right.
It's enough to make anyone just want to give up, you know?
Yeah.
And, you came here to kind of cut through the noise, get to the truth about what really works when it comes to fitness.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this deep dive today. We're going to debunk some of the biggest fitness myths out there.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be surprised because some of these, I think we've even believed ourselves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Some of these they're really ingrained.
Remember spot reduction?
Oh, classic.
Yeah, we're gonna shatter that one a whole lot more.
That's a good one to start with.
Yeah.
It's amazing how these myths just kind of stick around, you know? I think they really play on that desire for like a quick fix.
Yeah.
And maybe even, our insecurities a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
But, the real foundation of any successful fitness journey is knowledge.
Yeah.
Not just hopping on whatever the latest trend is.
Right, exactly. Okay, so let's unpack this first myth then, spot reduction.
Yeah.
We've all been there. I know I have.
Yeah.
Dreaming of, just targeting that one stubborn area.
Right.
Like I used to think endless crunches were the secret to a flat stomach.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've all done those crunches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a tempting thought, isn't it?
Right.
But it's kind of like trying to, drain a specific corner of a swimming pool.
Right.
To lower the water level, you got to drain the whole pool.
Got it.
Fat loss, it just doesn't work in isolated pockets like that.
So what does work then?
Well,
Is it all about calorie counting and just endless cardio?
calorie deficit is definitely important,
Yeah.
but it's not just about restriction.
Okay.
Think of it more as a balancing act. You need the calorie deficit, yes, but combined with cardio and strength training.
Okay.
And of course, a healthy diet that's the foundation.
Makes sense.
It's not just what you burn, it's what you fuel your body with.
Okay, so ditch the crunches in favor of, a more holistic approach.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Myth busted. All right, next up, the myth that you have to work out every single day
Oh, yeah.
for it to count.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? Do we have to be hitting the gym 24/7?
Actually, that can be a recipe for burnout and potential injuries.
Really?
Yeah, think of your muscles like a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
They need time to recover
Yeah.
and repair after being challenged.
Makes sense.
Rest is just as important as the workout itself.
It's like that saying, sometimes, less is more.
Exactly.
So how much rest are we talking about?
Most people benefit from at least 1 to 2 rest days per week. It really depends on how hard they're pushing themselves.
Got it.
And rest doesn't mean becoming a couch potato either. Yeah.
Active recovery, things like stretching, gentle yoga, a light walk,
Yeah.
that can actually help speed up that recovery
Right.
and
Yeah.
prevent stiffness.
That makes sense. So we've busted 2 myths already, and I'm starting to see a pattern here. Like, it's not about extreme measures.
Yeah.
It's about working with your body, not against it.
Exactly.
Which leads us perfectly into myth number 3, the fear that lifting weights will make you bulky, especially for women.
Yes.
What's the truth behind that one?
This is a big one.
Yeah.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
So many avoid strength training.
Right.
Because they think they'll suddenly transform into a bodybuilder.
Right.
But here's the thing, building significant muscle mass, the kind that creates that bulky physique, it's a slow and deliberate process.
Okay.
It takes consistent, dedicated effort, specific nutritional strategies.
So it's not going to happen by accident?
It's not going to happen by accident, exactly. So those, few weightlifting sessions a week aren't going to turn us into the Hulk.
No. No Hulk transformations here.
Okay, good.
And in fact, strength training can actually help you achieve a leaner look.
Okay.
Because muscle is more metabolically active than fat.
Right.
Meaning it burns more calories even when you're at rest.
Oh, interesting.
Plus, who doesn't want to be stronger and feel more empowered?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got, stronger bones, a faster metabolism, and we're not going to morph into a bodybuilder overnight.
Nope.
Count me in for strength training. All right. Myth number 4. Cardio is the ultimate key to weight loss.
Okay.
What's your take on that one?
Cardio is definitely great for your heart.
Yeah.
And it burns calories, no doubt.
Right.
But it's not the whole picture when it comes to weight loss.
Okay.
It's like focusing on one ingredient in a recipe.
Right.
You need the other elements to create that delicious and satisfying meal.
So it's not just about how many calories you burn on the treadmill.
Yeah.
It's about the impact on your metabolism throughout the day.
Exactly, exactly. And this is where strength training steps in again.
Okay.
Think of it as a dynamic duo.
Okay.
Cardio helps burn calories during the workout,
Yeah.
while strength training boosts your metabolism,
Yeah.
helping you burn more calories even when you're not working out.
I'm starting to think strength training is the secret weapon in all of this.
It's a pretty powerful tool.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to myth number 5. A good workout is measured by how much you sweat. This is one I've definitely fallen for.
Oh, I think we all have at some point, right?
Yeah.
We associate sweat with a hard workout,
Yeah.
but sweat is mostly your body's way of regulating temperature.
Okay.
It's not an accurate gauge of effort or calorie burn.
Interesting.
How much you sweat, it depends on lots of things.
Okay.
Your genetics, fitness level, even the temperature and humidity.
So I can have a killer workout and not be drenched in sweat.
Absolutely, yeah. Focus on how you feel.
Okay.
Are you getting stronger? Is your endurance improving? Are you getting better at the exercises?
Those are the real signs of progress.
Those are the things that really matter.
This is good to know. I'm already feeling empowered to ditch those old metrics
Yeah.
and focus on what really matters.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next on our myth-busting list?
All right, let's talk about, the idea that if you're not sore after a workout, it wasn't effective.
Oh, yeah.
No pain, no gain mentality.
Oh, I've definitely been there. That feeling of, if I'm not hobbling around tomorrow, did I even work hard enough?
Yeah, it's a common misconception. Some muscle soreness, or DOMS as it's known, is normal, especially when you're trying new exercises or pushing yourself harder.
Right.
But it's not the be-all and end-all of a good workout.
Okay.
Your body adapts, so
Right.
as you get fitter, you might experience less soreness.
Right.
And that's totally fine.
So what are some better ways to gauge whether our workouts are actually working?
Pay attention to your strength gains, improvements in endurance, and your technique.
Okay.
Ask yourself, am I able to do more reps? Am I lifting heavier weights? Is my form getting better?
Yeah.
And most importantly, how are you feeling overall?
Right.
More energetic, recovering faster?
Right.
These are all positive signs of progress.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. Okay. I'm loving how we're dismantling these fitness myths, like one by one.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
It is. It's so refreshing to get to the truth behind all the hype.
Yeah.
Speaking of hype, what about that classic no pain, no gain mantra?
Yes, that's a tricky one. While it's great to challenge yourself, there's a big difference between pushing your limits and ignoring pain. Pain is your body's way of saying, hey, something's not right here. It's like a warning light on your car's dashboard.
Okay.
Ignoring it can lead to bigger problems down the road, maybe even serious injuries that could sideline you completely.
Right. Yeah.
So,
But isn't there some truth to pushing past discomfort? Like,
yeah.
Don't we have to get out of our comfort zone a little bit to see results?
Absolutely. Growth happens when we challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
But there's a smart way to do it.
Okay.
Think of it like a dial.
Yeah.
You want to turn it up to a challenging level, but not crank it to the point of breaking.
Okay.
There's a scale called the rate of perceived exertion, or RPE,
Oh, okay.
that can help you kind of gauge your effort level.
Yeah.
That's a great tool for finding that sweet spot between, pushing yourself and overdoing it.
This is great advice.
Yeah.
I love that it gives us a way to measure our effort without relying solely on pain.
Right, right.
Okay, so we've busted 6 myths, and I feel like we're really starting to build like a solid foundation
Yeah.
for a smarter approach to fitness. What's that final myth on our list?
All right, this one might be the most important of all.
Okay.
The belief that there's only one right way to get fit. The truth is, the best fitness plan is one you can actually stick with.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We can have all the knowledge in the world.
Right.
But if we're forcing ourselves into a routine we hate,
Yeah.
it's not going to last.
You got it. Exactly. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Right.
It's just not going to work. So forget about chasing fads or comparing yourself to others. The key is to find something you genuinely enjoy and can fit into your life realistically.
Okay, so whether it's dancing or hiking or swimming or hitting the weights,
Yeah.
the most important factor is consistency.
Consistency, that's the magic word.
Got it.
And it's so much easier to be consistent when you're doing something you love.
Right.
It shouldn't feel like a chore.
Right.
So explore your options, try new things, and find what sparks joy for you.
I love that. It takes the pressure off striving for perfection
Yeah.
and shifts the focus to finding something sustainable and enjoyable. This deep dive has been so insightful. I feel like we've armed ourselves with some serious, like, myth-busting knowledge
Yeah.
and learned valuable tips for approaching fitness with a smarter, more sustainable mindset.
We've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? It's amazing how many misconceptions are out there. It really
Sure.
highlights the importance of critical thinking
Yeah.
and not just accepting everything we hear at face value.
Right, exactly. We've debunked, what, 7 common fitness myths
Yep.
that can really, like, sabotage our progress.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the key takeaway here is this. It's not about finding the, like, perfect workout
Right.
or following the latest trend.
Yeah.
It's about understanding how your body works, finding what you enjoy, and building a sustainable routine
Yeah.
that supports your overall well-being.
Absolutely. And remember, fitness is a journey, not a destination.
Right.
It's about finding what works for you,
Mm,
listening to your body, and constantly learning and adapting along the way.
yeah. I love that. You know, this conversation's really got me thinking, I kind of want to try something new.
Yeah.
I've always been curious about rock climbing, but I've been a little intimidated, to be honest.
That's understandable. I mean, it does look challenging.
Yeah,
But remember, every expert was once a beginner.
right.
There are tons of beginner-friendly classes and gyms out there
Okay.
where you can learn the ropes
Yeah.
in a really safe and supportive environment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they break it down step by step
Yeah.
and help you build confidence.
I think that's a great point. I think what holds me back sometimes is just that fear of looking silly
Yeah.
or not being good at something new.
I think we all feel that way sometimes. You know, but think about the sense of accomplishment you'll feel when you
Yeah.
overcome that fear and learn something new.
Right.
It's about the journey, not about being perfect from the start.
Yeah. You're so right. Maybe it's time to face that fear and just go for it.
Yeah.
It could be a fun way to challenge myself, like both physically and mentally.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now I have a question for you, dear listener. Think about what we've learned today about the importance of consistency and enjoyment in fitness. What's one activity you've been curious about but haven't tried yet?
Yeah, what's that one thing that's been lingering in the back of your mind? Maybe it's a dance class,
Yeah.
a new sport, or even just a hike in a nearby park. What is it for you?
Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. Take that first step, explore that curiosity, and see where it leads you. You might just discover a new passion
Yeah.
that brings, like, joy and vitality to your life.
You know, and remember, every journey begins with a single step. So what will yours be?
Ooh, I love that. That's such a powerful thought to kind of end on. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in all the complexities of fitness,
Yeah.
but ultimately it's about, moving our bodies in ways that feel good
Mm-hmm.
and that make us feel good. It's about finding what works for you, creating a sustainable routine that you can actually stick with.
We've busted some major myths today, haven't we? Hopefully this deep dive has, armed you with the knowledge and the inspiration to approach fitness with more confidence,
Yeah.
a critical eye,
Mm.
and most importantly, a sense of joy and exploration.
Yes. So to recap, ditch those restrictive myths, embrace the science, listen to your body, and above all, find what brings you joy and movement. That's the key to, like, unlocking a truly fulfilling and sustainable fitness journey.
And who knows, maybe that journey will lead you to discover something amazing about yourself along the way.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. We'll catch you next time for another fascinating exploration. Until then, keep learning, keep moving, and keep thriving.